Before going on a study trip, I have prepped all my essentials and gifts for the host family. I was excited and anxious. After arriving at Seattle, we took the bus to campus, met the host family there, and went on back home for a day. The following day, we had an introduction from the director. After that, we had a tour around the campus. And then we had Panda Express for lunch. After lunch, we had a fun interactive class with Dr. Ramos. The next day, we went to Pike Place Market at Seattle. It was very crowded. I also got a chance to take a picture with our school director. And we were lucky enough to see the fish throwing right in front of us when we arrived. After seeing the flying fish, I went straight to the gum wall. It was gross. Then I walked around and queued up to the first ever Starbucks. And I got my souvenir fairly quickly, but it was pretty expensive. Right before leaving for Space Needle, I got some photos with the local police on bikes. And then it's the main focus of that day, the Space Needle. The view from up there was incredible. You could see very far. After the sightseeing, we went to another Starbucks called Starbucks Reserve. This one was different. It doesn't have your normal Starbucks menu. And on the other side of the reserve, it has a coffee bar for whiskey coffee. At day 3, we went to Fort Nisqually at the Point Defiance Park to learn about Old English style trading, hunting, farming, blacksmithing, and learn about the interesting history of the fort. In the afternoon, we got a tour of their medical building's simulation lab. It was so technologically advanced that the dummies felt real with their own pulse. On Friday, we got no class, so I got to hang out with my host family, which we planned a trip to the car museum to check out some antique cars. The day after the museum, we went on a hiking trip at Mount Rainier, and the first place we stopped was the waterfall. The line was long but quick, which I got this great video of the fall. After having lunch up there and heading back down, we saw some deer crossing the trails. It was so cool watching the deer up close and personal with no care in mind. During the weekend on Sunday, we got another free time with the host family. And after hearing there's an aquarium at the Point Defiance Park, I was so excited to go there. At first, I thought we were just gonna see the whole aquarium only, which we ended up going through the whole zoo and aquarium altogether. The next day, we went on a trip to the state capitol at Olympia to learn about Washington State's law history. And after a tour at the Capitol, we went to the shopping district, and I bought this cassette tape to bring as a souvenir home. In the afternoon of the following day, we got to do some hands-on experiments at the sim lab. For the next day, we got a chance to tour Elmore Hospital, but due to privacy reasons, there were not much pictures, so here are some farewell party pictures we took in the afternoon. And that's Miss Rachel. The trip wouldn't have happened without her. And that's me, Chris, and Dr. Ramos behind me. At the second to last day of the study trip, we had free time before going to a ball game. So me and the host mom went to the Museum of Glass to check out some of the famous glass pieces by Del Chihuly. After the museum trip, we went to the T-Mobile Park in Seattle to watch the Mariners baseball game. And it is also cool to see our school featured on the big screen. And here's the photo of me and my host family and the family dog. After this, it's all the dinners I had with the host family. And that's the host dad making charcoal for the dinner we were having that day. And that's me flipping the patties for the dinner. And here's the lamb meat burger with potato salad. And this is some Cajun shrimp with rice we had the other day. And this is actually a brunch that I couldn't finish and got turned into dinner. And that's a place I went with my host family and their friends. And that's one of the best smoked salmon sandwich I had. This is the barbecue ribs that I almost forgot to take a picture of. And this is a classic homemade meatball spaghetti. Here's me simmering some onions for the very early Thanksgiving dinner we were having. And that's the meal for the last day with the host family. This study was an unforgettable experience. I learned a lot, made new friends, and created memories I'll always treasure. Thank you for listening.